stage and film actress Glenn Close has made her way to Dallas this week. She's working on a film adaptation of the play Albert Nobbs. The play has been close to her heart. Today, she's been kind enough to sit down with us and talk about a subject that's near and dear to our hearts, new media. Glenn, welcome.
Well, welcome to you. Why am I welcome to you? Lovely to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you with us today. We wanted to talk to you about what do you do online? What are you following online? What's your online diet, as we like to
You'll
call
be
it?
very disappointed. I do not spend a lot of time. I have a kind of brain that if I have too much information coming in, I can get real jangled. And I actually think we have so much information coming in from all places that it probably has affected our national psyche. But anyway, I guess, to be honest, it's a little bit off point for what I've been talking about here, but I started a organization called Bring Change to Mind, and it is bringchangetomind.org. It exists online. We're also on Facebook, and we're on Twitter, and we're on YouTube.
All right.
So I'm in all of that for Bring Change to Mind. It's about the stigma surrounding mental illness, and we are starting to create. It's very, very exciting, actually. We are starting to create kind of an online community of people who feel open and fearless about talking about what their stories are and what they're dealing with.
Well, that was going to be my next question. If you're on Twitter, but it sounds like you're online with your passions, not so much as yourself, for your online presence.
Yeah, well, if you go to the website, you have Fetch Talk.
Yeah.
If you go to the website, you'll see a PSA that we did. This
Okay.
is Bring Change to Mind, and you'll see interviews with a lot of the people who are in the making of this PSA that we did, and then you'll see all the different places where you can, log on to organizations that we're affiliated with, and you can get onto Facebook and Twitter from there as well.
Well, I brought the iPad in with us today, so we can actually look it up right now. Bring Change to Mind, and that's with the number 2.
Right.
TO.
Right.
Okay. So this is kind of more of your online presence these days.
Yes,
where
it
you
is.
put your focus
Yeah,
into.
I've written a couple of blogs for the Huffington Post, and then I've kind of pulled back on writing my blog about dogs. I was doing it.
We have that pulled up right now too. We can take a look at that.
So this is the PSA that we shot in Grand Central Station, and Ron Howard directed. And these are a lot of the people. This is me and my sister. My sister has bipolar disorder, and my nephew's there as well. And so it's a family. It's all a lot of people, but largely families.
Well, let's kind of go back and talk about your first passion of film and stage. You're in town right now for prepping at this point for a remake of Albert Nobbs. Can you tell us a little bit more about where you found the passion for that project and kind of where it's going?
We're actually here to raise our final money for Albert Nobbs.
Oh, that's exciting.
To be frank.
Yes.
And we're very close. We have our principals cast, and of course director, all with the creative team is together. And we're hoping to really partner with somebody here. My co-producer Bonnie Curtis is from here, and it's been a wonderful talking about Nobbs and talking to students. So it's really been really fun, and we have one more day to go, so I'm looking forward to. I'm passionate about Albert Nobbs because it's a play that I actually did about 20 years ago on stage.
Back in the 80s, correct?
Yeah, I think it was in the 80s, before you were born. And it was a challenge. The character is very different. The story is very different, but it's compelling and very relevant. It's interesting that it's only gotten more relevant as time has gone on. And selfishly as an actor, I want to play it because it's so challenging and
because you
on
love
many
the
different
role,
levels.
right?
Yeah. It's so here we are, and it's I'm talking it up.
Yeah. Well, I'm a huge fan of your former co-star, Robert Redford. And we know his brainchild is the Sundance Film Festival. Do you see Albert Nobbs maybe premiering at a festival like that?
Yes. Well, I think we're going to be a little bit too late for Sundance.
Okay.
I went to Cannes this year, and I always was terrified of Cannes because it sounded so big and glamorous and, crazy. But I went there actually to meet foreign distributors to talk about knobs, and I thought it was great. It's very beautiful.
Really enjoyed it.
And so our dream is to take it first to Cannes, and
Have
then
it there.
I mean Toronto's a great festival. Venice is a great festival. So just it really will be when we can get it ready.
All right. Well, I have actually.
Telluride's a great festival.
Yeah. I have Sundance's their website up right here, and to me, this is a beautiful website, easy to navigate. And they also have a little section right here with Connect, which is a popular trend on websites today, having your Twitter link, your Facebook link, your RSS feed.
On that little group together, yeah.
What do you think sites like this and media like social media has done for the independent film industry and the whole culture and scene?
I'm sure it's had a huge effect, a huge effect. First of all, people are now making films for, your iPhone.
Right.
And
the iPad. There you go.
The iPad, you can make a film for an iPad. You can use your little digital camera to make a film, and it can be distributed through YouTube.
Yeah.
It's really blowing up the traditional Hollywood distribution paradigm.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of people worried and trying to figure out,
What's the
how
next
to
move?
control and make money off the new media.
Do you ever think we'll see a convergence between the art form of stage acting and new media?
I think that's always been hard. I think stage doesn't always translate well to film. It's a very different creature. And I think you take a movie like Chicago, it was quite stylized. It worked. 9 maybe didn't work quite as well.
Yeah.
I think it's always problematic. There is, a lot of the great Hollywood musicals were written for film. It wasn't trying to adapt something that had originally been on stage for film. And I think sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But I think stage inherently is stage and has nothing to do with film.
Well, we're interested at the Daily Mustang to see where new media is going to take us in the future, and we appreciate you sitting down and talking with us today a little bit about it. We hope you enjoy your time in Dallas, and we look forward to hearing more about Albert Nobbs.
Well, thank you.
In the future,
I hope you come back with a finished film.
Yes.
Thanks.